Hey Siri. Did you steal any features from Android?
Hi there.
I didn't think so. How's it going, everyone? This is Tom. Welcome back to another video. This one is on iOS 8. I brought you kind of a top 10 new iOS features yesterday in yesterday's video, so I'm carrying on with the iOS 8 coverage. A few of you may have noticed in the WWDC keynote, Apple kind of bashed Android. Definitely a few times the Android bashing was had. And then on the other hand, they were also kind of copying or replicating the features of Android 4.4 KitKat and below. So I thought it would make an interesting video. These are 5 features that were stolen in iOS 8 from Android 4.4 or below. So as I'm sure you saw from the intro, you can actually now summon Siri, Apple's kind of voice activation feature, directly from your phone or your iPod or whatever you're using Siri on, just by saying, "Hey Siri." As long as your device is plugged into a power supply, it will pick up what you're saying and then start a Siri activation. Of course, we've seen this with OK Google Now in the past, so that's where that feature came from. However, you do have to be plugged in to use this on iOS 8, so Android still has that. Number 2, third-party keyboard support. Now, this is an absolutely enormous feature for Apple to kind of open up their system to allow third-party keyboards like SwiftKey and Swipe directly to be integrated into iOS itself. Personally, one of the things I'm most excited about on iOS 8, I can't tell you the amount of times I've used Android and then gone back to iOS only to get annoyed by the keyboard on iOS and then switch back to Android again. So the fact that I can kind of just download Swipe or download SwiftKey and then stick that on my iPhone, it is hugely beneficial, but of course it was totally and utterly stolen from Android. Number 3, actionable notifications. Now, I'm sure you saw this one coming. Android is hugely known for its actionable notification functionality. You're able to do things like toggle off brightness, toggle off your torch, things like that directly from a notification. However, you can also do things like quick reply directly from a text notification, things of that nature. Apple has actually incorporated this functionality within iOS 8, especially after all the Android bashing. It is a little bit rich to go ahead and steal one of the core Android functionality features, which makes Android so awesome. Another big one here, iCloud Drive. Now, I'm sure you saw this talked about because it is, if not the biggest steal or copy or whatever you want to say from Android or from Google, moreover, because iCloud Drive is a total Google Drive copy. It has almost similar, almost identical Google Drive functionality, and it allows you to kind of edit documents directly on your iPhone, which then will live edit to your Mac, and it kind of has a mirror file on your Mac, your OS X Yosemite machine. It will mirror and obviously replicate the documents and files you have stored in your iCloud Drive account. Of course, you could argue that Google Drive is a ripoff of Dropbox, and that's kind of a whole nother story. It's definitely interesting to see Apple move into this space, especially as they kind of steered away from the whole Dropbox Google Drive thing for so long. Number 5, we have widgets, specifically notification center widgets for iOS 8. Now, this is the number which is kind of a little bit open-ended, purely because notification center widgets, as I said, are supported in iOS 8, but not home screen widgets as Android widgets are. So in the notification center on Android, you can't just go ahead and stick a widget, any widget you want to. You have to do it on your home screen. Perhaps you wanted to put a Gmail widget into your home screen. You can do that on Android very easily. However, now on iOS, that functionality is going to be in your notification center. So depending on how this works, which one will be better, we'll have to see. I'm sure full functionality of widgets will be compared, at least on my channel. I will do a video on that, so if you're looking forward to that, go ahead and subscribe. But for now, it is a stolen feature. We have widgets, which for so long Apple kind of resisted. We aren't going to have interactive widgets on our devices. They've finally caved in. Android has caused them to take that step, moving to widgets, at least into the notification center. Maybe in iOS 9, we'll see them on the home screen. There we have it, guys. That's 5 features that were stolen directly from Android and put in iOS 8. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Do you think these features are stolen? Do you think they're logical progression? Definitely drop your opinions in the comments down below. If you want to see my iOS 8 top 10 features video, that will be linked down below as well. Subscribe if you're new and you'd like to see more videos just like this one, and I'll catch you next time.